Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, has one goal: to turn Saudi Arabia into the world's greatest country. In line with his ambitions, the prince revealed one of the largest city building projects in recent history, the Line. The Line, put in simple terms, is an entire city in a building. Imagine a large towering structure higher than the Eiffel Tower and longer than over 3 Singapores. That's the Line. This city will be the most futuristic city ever built to date. The Line will be built near the Red Sea in Saudi Arabia's Tabuk province. Normally, building a city is a huge undertaking. A lot of money is necessary to hire workers, architects, engineers, managers, designers, building materials, and other skilled personnel. Lucky for the Saudis, if there's one thing that the Saudis don't lack, it's money. The project initially had only $500 billion allocated for its construction. Now, after cost estimates and a delayed completion date, the price has doubled. The Line City project will cost the Saudi Arabian kingdom over $1 trillion. But that begs the question, why not build a normal city that's spread out? Then the costs would be much cheaper. Why are they trying to build a city in a narrow space between 2 large walls when they could have just built any normal city? They clearly had the money for it. The answer is they want to attract investors. Deserts may be inhospitable places that no one wants to go to, but once you toss in caviar, fine wines, and the very best money can buy, expect investors with fat pockets to fly to the desert in droves. This is good. Saudi Arabia's oil reserves won't last forever. Before the oil runs out, it's the country's duty to diversify into other money-making fields, all to make sure Saudi Arabia will be able to live without their current oil riches in the future. The Line is a city which is a part of the Noem project that was initiated to achieve the same agenda: publicize the existence of Saudi Arabia to the world, create spectacle and wonder, and the investors will come. Every country has a city, but not every country has a futuristic megaproject city that screams opulence and splendor. The Noem project, which the Line project is a part of, was started to fulfill this ideal. The word Noem is made from 2 words. The first word neo is an ancient Greek prefix for the word new, while the 4th letter M represents the Arabic word mustaqbal. I probably butchered that word, which means future. Together, the word Noem translates to a new future for the Saudi people. The Line itself is one of the most stunning pieces of architectural marvel ever conceived by man, once it's built, that is. One caveat of the Line, as a result of its unique elongated structure, is its narrow city. The Line is a long city with mirrored walls on both sides. Saudi Arabia's architects use the same approach they use with Burj Khalifa while tackling the Line's structural problems. If you can't build sideways, you can always make it longer and build upwards. To make up for the narrow 200-meter width of the city, the Saudis placed their grand ambitions onto the city's length, which is more than 170 kilometers long. With a city that long, you'd see a long line on the desert from outer space, which is synonymous with the city's given name, the Line. Building a narrow city has its perks. Since everything is just one straight line, it will be easier to meet the travel needs of Saudis. Any future resident of the Line will be able to reach any 2 ends of the city within 20 minutes through high-speed rail. Now that's fast. City planners expect residents to have access to all city facilities and services within 5 minutes of walking distance. The Line will have 0 cars, so it can achieve 0 carbon emissions, a pipe dream many cities across the world have struggled with. This quirk will improve air quality in a mirror-clad city and gives its residents more disposable income by freeing them from car expenses. The walls of the Line will be encased in mirror glass facades, and intelligent systems will create a temperate microclimate with natural ventilation year-round, a welcome addition for Saudis who live in the inhospitable deserts of Saudi Arabia. This new city is expected to house over 9 million people, but with less space. The builders of the Noem project have compared their Line project with Seoul, South Korea's capital city. Apparently, the Line is supposed to accommodate the same population as South Korea's capital city, even though its space amounts to only 6% of the space in Seoul. If there was a problem with the project, it's that the city is housed in a large building. Buildings have ceilings, so there's a height limit to the buildings and structures that the Saudis will be able to build. Fortunately, the height of the Line is actually 500 meters tall, which puts it above the Empire State Building. Considering that the New York Institution is one of the tallest buildings in the world, builders should have enough room for future skyscrapers. Just don't go expecting the next Burj Khalifa in the Line. If the Saudis actually attempted this, the building would just pierce through the Line ceiling. Leaked planning documents going as far back as 2017 show the Saudis want their megacity decked out with a whole slew of technological marvels, some of which don't exist yet. The Line is supposed to have flying taxis, not for transportation purposes of course, but as recreation recreational tools, similar to how someone would want to drive a Ferrari next to the coast with a nice view. Saudi royals also wanted robot maids, so no one would have to worry about household chores ever again. They expected robot maids to do all the cleaning for their city's residents. Within the initial proposal for the line, there was a plan to artificially modify the human genome to turn the line's residents into a race of superhumans. One would wonder why you would need superhumans in the Line megacity until you read the rest of the list of the Saudi government's absurd requirements, which included robots that can do martial arts. That's a joke. The robots won't be fighting humans, they'll be fighting each other in a Robo-Colosseum cage fight. World-class restaurants would also be present in the Line city, but in numbers never before seen, all to create a fine dining paradise with the highest ratio of Michelin-starred restaurants per city resident. Glow-in-the-dark sand would also be a fixture in the beaches of the Line, but not alcohol, which is expected to be banned because of the Saudi's strict religious laws. Dinosaur robots were also part of the equation. Residents and visitors from across the globe would be allowed to visit a Jurassic Park island of robot dinosaurs while inside the Line. Leaked documents concerning the Line also show there would be excessive surveillance in the new megacity, with cameras and drones with facial recognition built in to track its residents at all times, similar to the ones seen in futuristic sci-fi dystopias or China. The Saudi Crown Prince also expressed his desire for a giant artificial moon that would light up every night. This artificial wonder of the world was supposed to live stream images from outer space and act as an iconic landmark in the same way the Statue of Liberty was iconic to New York, or similar to how Marina Bay Sands was iconic to Singapore, or maybe what the Eiffel Tower was to France. I wonder if the giant artificial moon can host Twitch live streams. Unfortunately, many of the futuristic wonders are still out of reach. The technology just doesn't exist yet. The top consulting firms, Oliver Wyman, Boston Consulting Group, and McKinsey, clearly failed at advising their Saudi clients against requests that defied common sense while they were discussing the Line project. The Line is merely a part of many other grandiose construction projects in the Noem project. Others include airports and shipping ports, industrial areas, top-of-the-line research centers, and tourism destinations like a ski resort complete with snow year-round that is designed to exist in the arid desert. The ski resort will be located in the new city of Trojena, another megacity in the Noem project, where the 2029 Asian Winter Games will be held. Trojena is currently under construction. Upon the project's completion in 2026, Trojena will house a ski village, luxury resorts, mansions, ski slopes, and will offer other recreational activities like water sports and mountain biking. Other forms of leisure and fine dining options will be available for visitors too. One selling point is Trojena will have snow all year round on its ski slopes. This tourist attraction city will need its advantage as the first major outdoor skiing destination to put it apart from its sister project, The Line. Another stunning piece from the Noem project's architectural lineup is the Octagon, which will be built near the Red Sea, one of the world's busiest trade routes where 10% of global trade passes by annually. As its name implies, it's an octagonal-shaped floating structure which will serve as a port for shipping routes, so ships can refuel as they travel through the Red Sea. The Octagon will be the world's first automated port with an integrated logistics hub. The Octagon will facilitate global trade and house residents as well as their workplaces, the tech manufacturing hubs, and research institutes. The Octagon project is not just a port because it will have living spaces on it. In a way, it's an industrial city on top of water, the largest floating city of its kind. Back to the Line. The mirror-clad city aims to move away from carbon-based economies as realities of the rapidly deteriorating climate change on planet Earth accelerates. The goal of the Line is to be a centerpiece to attract people and investment to Saudi Arabia before its oil futures dry up. The Line project has grand ambitions. The project's morality, however, does not seem as grand to the Saudi Arabian local tribesmen who were displaced to make way for the Line's development. Some cooperative tribe members were given compensation plans which grossly undervalued the price of their land. Over an estimated 20,000 people will be displaced by the Line. Some tribe members were allegedly shot at during the eviction process, bringing the project's human rights issues into question. Many around the globe are pressuring the Saudi authorities to do the right thing and start persecuting these poor Saudi tribespeople. While the zero carbon emissions seem to be a selling point of this megastructure, there are worries whether a continuous 500-meter high mirror reflecting heat and light across 170 kilometers of desert will affect the local flora and wildlife. Saudi Arabia's Noem project might have a final end product with zero emissions, but the materials and building process required will emit a ton of carbon dioxide. There's also the worry that the Saudi authorities are trying to create a city surveillance state through the Line. In leaked documents, the MBS board wanted a city where computers can notify authorities about crimes without having to report them, or at least a situation where all citizens could be tracked. The line project is a mega project never before seen in the world, so there will be logistics and structural challenges that the builders will have to face to bring their ideas into existence. Having a vertical transport system will be necessary since aside from the horizontal 20-minute transportation between the two ends of the line, communities will still need to traverse vertically up and down the line. Many question whether the project will ever be completed, given its over $1 trillion price tag. So far, a Saudi Arabia drone company revealed the line's megacities is well underway and is under construction. Many excavators were seen digging a wide trench in the desert where the foundations of the megacity will be built. The known project's completion was supposed to be in 2030. Recent events have made those plans impossible. COVID forced unforeseen challenges. There's speculation that 2050 will be the year when the line will be open to the public. An unfortunate turn of events considering the line was slated to be part of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 showpiece. The hydrocarbon-free economic zone will have to wait until its builders can finish the known project. We will have to wait and see whether the line will turn out to be a utopia or a dystopian city, which Saudi Arabia's harshest critics warned us about. Thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe.